shotgun mic again.
Yeah. Just don't yell into it this time.
Or you yelling the last time.
All right, ready? All right, guys. Welcome back to Hooked on Hunting with Keystone Hunters. I'm Brandon. We have the guys from Blue Mountain Mineralz here. They will introduce themselves.
Mike Schilt.
Scott Warball.
And then we also have Jason over on the end.
What's up, guys?
Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Blue Mountain Mineralz, and you know, I just recently started using these at some of my properties, and so it's a mineral I never heard of honestly until I just came into Marsh's here and I seen it and want to try something new. So, and I tell you what, it's probably some of the best stuff I've used yet. I gotta say that much, but let's just hear a little bit about like how they started, and so yeah.
Well, we started the company about 10 years ago, just fiddling around, trying to come up with something that was worked for us. And like I said, we didn't start selling it until about 5 years ago, but we have a lot of years in developing the product.
Yeah, we started making it out because of the same thing as you did. We were using product. And weren't getting the deer coming on to it like I thought they should with it, areas where there was a lot of deer.
Yeah.
So I started dabbling in. I said, hey, start thinking, you know, what do I got to do here? What do I got to do? And it was originally done just for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just so we'd have something. And next thing you know, we're giving it to friends. Word by mouth, to mouth. And all of a sudden, here we are on your little podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it's you never know what a simple thought in the garage and
That's what it was.
mixing of things can lead you to. You know, either jail or this. So it depends what you're mixing. But yeah. So like, what's your end game? Do you guys want to keep expanding, getting bigger, or you think where you guys are at now is?
Well, we started with the idea of just getting big enough to where we can pay for our hunting trips and things and not have to go into our personal
Pockets.
pockets. And then and it's working out. We've been doubling and tripling our size every year. So we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, we've only been doing it a few years, and we're already in like 7 or 8 different states that we have people using it. So but it's going.
So what states as of now do you guys mainly
But right now,
have minerals at?
that we personally have minerals out,
Yeah.
PA, Maryland, Oklahoma, that we personally have. Now,
Yes.
friends of ours, they're Ohio, West Virginia,
I
Florida,
have it in
Tennessee. We have a guy down in Mississippi who's actually a distributor for us down there. He has 2 places at the Rack and Clark County Co-op who are actually selling it for us.
Yeah.
For him. So it's, who knows where this is actually going to go.
Yeah, I mean, it can make its way as far as you want it to, really. So, like, you guys start out, so we got 2 bags on the table, and we have apple, and I believe it's 24,
We call it 24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
So, which one did you come up with first?
The 24/7. And it ended up being called 24/7 because we had put it out, and the deer just stayed there all the time. They were there. I mean, constantly. I mean, the camera's going click, 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 click. You're just getting pictures and pictures and pictures. And it was always, the deer just kept coming and kept coming.
So it was an easy choice for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what are we going to call this? 24/7. They're there all the time.
Yeah. Guy called the unlimited plan because that's what your camera has to be on.
Yeah.
But and then obviously Apple came to
Apple,
follow.
Yeah.
So
And we're working on throwing around a persimmon
yeah.
flavor. So, we didn't really look into it too much yet, but I'm throwing the idea around. Maybe we can, for some of the southern guys are always asking about persimmon, this.
A lot of guys up here don't know about persimmons too much.
No. I don't eat them. They're
No.
a little sour.
Yeah. Well, I hear they got to drop and then turn.
The frost gets them and all that stuff, just like the other things.
Yeah, you got to let.
pull.
Yep. That's what I heard about them. I don't know too much about them, but that's what I do know. But so I mean, you guys. I mean, you've been hunting. What do you say? 10 years. roughly?
Oh, I've been hunting since I was.
With
I
the-
mean,
with-
over the minerals.
Over the minerals.
Yeah, with the minerals. About 10 years we've been developing this.
specifically with this stuff
With
here.
this
With this
yeah,
stuff right
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
Before we used other different things, and
We've tried just about we were throwing stuff together, and this was kind of a hodgepodge thing, and he had what he liked and I had what I liked, and we kind of one time we threw it together,
Yeah.
and we came back, took the bucket lid off, and I was like, this does not smell like it did. And we tried it, and
Boom.
boom, and we hit it. And we hit on it right away. So it was like, let's just keep doing it. And then, like Scott said, I gave it to this friend, he gave it to that friend. We tried it here, we tried it there. This guy said something about it. And next thing you know, hey, can you get me 50 pounds of it? Can you get me 100 pounds of it? And we thought, well, maybe we can make a couple dollars at this. So
feed the addiction.
Yeah. And feed others with it.
and pay for some our trips, because we always travel out west once a year and did a trip. But
Now, like, if you travel out west and like you get a trip, are you going with a guide? Like, do you take a guide, or do you know someone where you're going?
we know people. The one fellow that, well, maybe Scott can say more about Pink, our one friend. Pink's in his 90s now, and he's still bow hunting.
Ooh.
So he's
Probably pulls an
yes,
80-pound
oh,
buck.
he's
Not
an awesome
anymore.
guy. But we started hunting, going out west. We met him in Iowa on a trip out west, and now Scott does shows with him, and we do the big Harrisburg show, and
Down in Charleston, West Virginia, and Richmond, which he actually didn't sign up for this year. But
Yeah.
92 years old. What do you want?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still every day going out making bow hairs every day.
So that's what Pink is?
Pink Atkins, yeah,
Atkins.
Pink Atkins, yep.
Yep.
And they make bow hangers.
Pink bow hunters, yep. He's out of Kernersville, North Carolina.
Yep.
North Carolina Bow Hunter Hall of Fame, actually.
Really?
Yes, he is. Look him up.
And we hunt in Oklahoma right now with Sam Moore,
Yeah.
and Sam was he's an ex Major League Baseball player, but he was one of the first outfitters in Pike County, Illinois. And has been on the front cover of North American Whitetail, and has a few deer bow kills.
Few.
Yeah.
He has a lot over 150. He has quite a few over 70, and how many's average 200? He has.
I couldn't tell you.
He has a few over 200.
Yeah.
You go to his house, it's like a Bass Pro Shop. The bells when you walk in with all the mounts and all that stuff.
Yeah, and he's
He's a good hunter.
And he uses your minerals.
Yes, he uses them
Yes.
also.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, that's where we go. We're out there with him, so we're essentially on our own
Yeah.
with the property that we have out there.
Yeah. And you're still hunting over your product.
Yes, definitely.
So say, because obviously Pennsylvania, you can only put stuff out in certain areas for a certain amount of time. Compared to like Oklahoma, can you bait there the whole
Yeah.
year?
The property we're at, we can keep it out all year.
Yeah.
So do you see a difference, like say when you stop for like PA, what's it, a month before
Yeah.
hunting season and you dig it up? Do you feel like they still come back to that? Like to try to find that site?
The bucks will hit it really hard during the growing season.
Yes.
The does are on it all the time because it's got things for does for when they're lactating and feeding their fawns.
Yeah.
But when it comes rut, it's all off. You guys know all that.
Yeah.
When it comes rut, they're not worried about anything but chasing. But then when the rut's over and they're run down, they will come back and hit it hard again in the cold weather in January and February.
Yeah. Try replay.
And it
lost.
And there is a big lull in like October there where they don't get on, the acorns start falling and stuff like that. Their bodies aren't needing the minerals and everything like
Yeah.
they need
have
the other
other
stuff.
easier
Their-
food sources.
Their body's telling them, hey, I need other foods.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then your corn's dropping on the
Yeah.
ground, knocked over, and
Yeah.
there's other stuff. That
There's
the same way.
it's great for taking inventory of your deer herd. This time of year, if there's bucks around there, they'll be on it.
Yeah.
And it's great for just doing inventory of your deer herd. So that's one of the benefits of it also. So
So this was like a 1 in done deal for you guys. You guys kind of came up with it in one shot, the way it sounds. Like,
Not
Not necessarily one shot.
the way you explained it at the beginning, it kind of sounded like
No.
Well,
put
it,
two things together and boom, you had it. Like,
no.
it started out that, like I said, the deer weren't coming into what I thought should be coming into the stuff that we were using. And I'm like, there are a lot of deer in this area here. Why aren't they coming in? They should be coming all the time is my thought process. So using other assets, Pink and these other people that we know, what all goes into this stuff? And from that point, it was like I start mixing, doing this, doing that, little this, kind of like
yeah. Like how I guess,
the mad chemist.
How much before you, or how long did it take you till you got a final?
yeah, that's kind of like
And we did
How many years of testing? Let's put it that way.
the first batch more or less ended up being a more of an attractant portion of it, to where, hey, the deer were coming in, and kind of like the potatoes portion of anything.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we started adding the meat to the potatoes, and that's when we started really noticing, holy crap, what was going on here?
Yeah.
You can
And-
have the perfect mixture of vitamins and minerals for a deer and put it out perfect. What is perfect for their body? They're not going to eat it. It's like a vitamin pill. Like if you just have and you chew a vitamin pill up, it tastes like garbage. It tastes bad.
Tastes like shit.
So you have to push the limits on your calcium and your phosphorus and and things like that, and then get your goodies in there that they'll come and eat it. So it's a fine line there.
Yeah.
You can have everything together and it's working great, and you add just a little bit of something, and then it's not so great.
Yeah, they didn't like it. It was still laying there on the ground.
yeah,
The
so-
doves, matter of fact, the doves will come in there and they eat all the little granules, whatever that the
Yeah.
deer didn't like.
Yeah.
It's a fine line. People think you just mix stuff together and you throw it out there and the deer come into it.
Yeah.
And it's not. There's certain things that people have in their minerals that selenium is one of them. Selenium is a heavy metal. It's very toxic. You cannot just add selenium to something or you'll kill the deer. So there's only one way to get selenium in a mineral, and that's trace mineral that has selenium in it that they mine and put in. So selenium is like parts per million. You could not take selenium and dribble it into you'll kill the deer. And that's also with some of your minerals. You cannot overload some of your minerals also. It's a fine line.
It ain't very palatable if you put too much.
Yeah, they will not eat it. They will not. I mean,
That's what we found anyway.
yeah, that's
That's what we found.
This is
what
we
we're
found
going.
out.
Yeah. Well, what you guys found definitely works.
I was gonna say, who has the chemical engineering? To
Yeah. Yeah, what are we
get
doing
what
here?
you got.
It's just
Good old country boy ingenuity.
We got breaking minerals here.
we did some research on certain stuff. Certain stuff that you can. I mean, it's basic stuff. You can go right on Google and read about selenium.
Yeah.
And you can go on Google and look on they have Google Maps right on that shows the areas that are lacking in selenium, and 95% of the United States, it's not lacking. So really, it's not. They get it from the food they eat. Now you get around large bodies of water around the ocean and places like that, then the selenium really drops, and you may need to add it to your mineral. But we're not on the Eastern Shore yet, and we don't have anything really on the Eastern Shore yet. We could do that, and you do that through your trace minerals.
So if you like say if you have I'm sorry, what was it again?
Selenium.
Selenium.
Yeah.
So like say if we went to the Eastern Shore, you had a guy on the Eastern Shore, would you change anything in your product to put it in there more or no?
Most likely not.
Okay,
I've already did a mixture with it one time, and the deer around here did not like it. So it would be something special, and then most likely ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because I guess how long did testing take for you guys before you found what you were looking for? Did you test it in other states as well?
Yeah, it's been all over. Our friends took it down to North Carolina and places like that, and they were using it all down there. And we haven't really changed anything in probably 5 years since we had actually been giving it out to different people. But prior to that, it was constantly a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They don't like this, they don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, the one place I had a site over here, you have a site over here. Well, they seem to like this one a little bit better. What did I do different over here that they're coming over there?
Yeah.
And, you know, even, you know, from Pennsylvania to Maryland was an hour distance from the one spot to the other. And pretty much the same type of deer and everything going through there, but what are their needs? You know, what do they like and all that stuff? Like the apple. You don't want to take apple out to Oklahoma. Deer don't even know what apple is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I use it down in Maryland because where I hunt in Maryland, there's apple orchards right below me. So it's like a natural thing for them.
Natural scent.
Any kind of a fruit, that scent. So they're on it like instantly. And but like you said, if we took apple out to Oklahoma, they don't know what an apple is. So they'll
just serve all.
they'll serve.
Yeah, they like the 24/7.
Yeah, and it worked. The 24/7 is great out there. So
It sounds like the 24/7 is like your all around.
That was the first one. Yeah.
yeah.
So like if you were gonna, let's just say like okay, so are you available in New York? Do you guys have like, are you guys? I guess you guys sell no matter what to anybody.
Well, let's just talk your web. You have a website.
Yeah.
We have a website, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, so people can order your minerals off.
They can call us. Yeah. We don't have any store set up per se on there,
Yeah.
but they can call us. Our phone numbers are on there.
And
they can call
put
and
order in.
we can get arrangements to get some stuff to wherever.
But then you guys are available in stores throughout the United States, or
No, just we're here at Marcio's and we're here at Davies and some other little places like I told you down in Mississippi. He's looking to get some places out in Ohio, West Virginia, but most of it's just people calling us. And from working the shows, I have people that'll come in from Western PA, Northern PA, and all that stuff and pick up in Harrisburg.
Word of mouth is very powerful in the hunting.
Oh, absolutely.
In the hunting business, you can talk to someone. This guy tells that guy. Next thing you know, people are like, you know,
And you gotta get your hands on some of this stuff.
yeah. So it's
You're more than welcome to take it to New York if you like.
I definitely will take it up to New York. We have a cousin of mine up in New York. They got like close to I think 300 acres of hunt up there, and I get up there usually twice a year to hunt up there for deer, and it's usually during rifle season. I try to get up there in archery, but can't really. Most of the time, it doesn't work out because Maryland's only an hour away, and it's a lot easier for to make a whole week out, or make a few trips down there rather than driving 6 hours away. But no, we do a lot up there. My cousin does a lot, but they do a lot of natural, just crop rotation.
This stuff's really good for using around food plots also.
Okay.
I should have mentioned that. It doesn't have any food products in it, so the shelf life of it is years.
Yeah.
You can have it as long as bag doesn't get punctured and it gets wet or something like that where it's going to clump. It's good for a long time.
I noticed on one of my properties, I have it set between. I actually have two sites set probably within 40 yards of each other, in between 3 different food plots.
Yes, it's good.
And it's like you can see them on camera coming out of the food plot, hitting the first site, going through, hitting the other food plot, transferring over to the third food plot in between, and hitting the second site in between those 2 food plots. It's like it always seems like they stop, and it doesn't matter. Like I can get a picture of one deer just walking through, and it's gonna stop at the mineral site and paw it up nose deep, and then it will continue into the food plot. And it definitely stops them and gets their nose to the ground for sure.
Yeah, it's another thing with using this mineral. A lot of people will just go and pour a bag on the ground. Don't pour it in a pile.
No, you got
Pour it out over a 3x4 foot area evenly, and that's when they get the most benefit out of it. They can pull and they're eating it. They'll actually eat the dirt with it. So, and they'll make holes. So, don't put it where it can wash in a washway when it rains, because you'll
You have a big streak
you'll
going
have
down
a
there.
big streak. Yeah. So that's
They'll be eating a big like a trowel.
Yeah.
Go down through.
I need some excavating right there. So I'm
Yeah,
pour it down.
I've even taken that. The place here in Pennsylvania, I took and actually kind of dug myself like a little hole. So it can all, and I'll pour it around like this so it actually can all come roll into one little area. And they got about yay and I like that dug out of it now.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
No.
And the one farm I have it at, I had it out for 3 hours and they were on it.
First time?
Yep, first time. And I scuffed a lot of the vegetation back just to get bare dirt. And then I laid it out thin, you know what I mean? And then you have instructions on the back of your bag. And that's, yeah, it was within a couple hours. They were right on it. I was like, I didn't even know they were here, honestly. Because I could see it. And I can see where it was at. And it's like, I always watch back there, you know what I mean? We can mess around the house.
Wait till next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want my neighbors to find out.
I don't know if this is like a touchy subject, but what's the difference between you guys versus like another, like, I don't want to name drop.
Mainstream
Ones. What do you guys have a major difference in between them? Because the way it sounds like you guys, I've used other products. And I know you're using 2 different products and they're hitting there
Absolutely.
over the other one.
Yeah, and
I think most minerals are basically everything's the same in them. It's the combinations that you have and the attractants that you have there for them. And they like it.
It could be the process too. Just the way things are getting mixed, and all of a sudden everything,
We do.
Everything
hand-
just-
Yeah.
You
we
guys
do
hand
mix.
It's all
We hand
hand.
mix
We all-
everything.
yeah, so you figure a lot of your
Every 100 pounds is mixed.
a batch is one batch. Yeah.
Is 100 pounds, and we mix it, and it's bagged, hand bagged, and everything. So the control is there for everything. It's not coming out of a factory somewhere where they're pumping it out. Like it's,
where they're
And I don't
using
know what
a
everybody
big
else does.
mixing
Yeah,
rotation,
yeah,
and they're just
yeah.
shoving stuff in and
I don't know.
slapping a label on it. You know what I mean?
I weigh out every little thing on every little scale. It's got to weigh that.
Every 100 pounds, everything's got to be weighed out and matched, so that we don't have excess of this or too much. It's all the same. Every bag's the same.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's intriguing, really. That's cool.
I mean, to know, you have the large scale companies that exist out there, and then it's you two doing your own little thing, and it's like, okay, I buy this product, you guys touched it, which is even cooler to know. That's what
Yep.
with those small businesses and stuff like that. You guys, your hands physically touch my product, like it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Down to the seal. They're double sealed. How many times have you picked a bag up and it opens up and goes all over the place, and just little things.
Yeah.
We want to make sure everything is good for everybody, and they're double sealed at the top.
Locking in freshness.
Yeah.
That's right. But so let's jump a little bit here. So, how long have you been hunting?
Since I was 12 years old, and I am now pushing 62, so 50 years.
Stick and string? Is that what you use?
I shot a bow up till a few years ago, having shoulder problems.
Yeah.
And when you get to be 60 years old, I'm still shooting the crossbow, but not like hunting in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
I've known Scott for pushing 20 years now, probably.
Longer than that. We worked together at Harley.
Yeah.
Probably met him in probably 25 years. We've probably known each other now.
Yeah.
And we just clicked, and he was a bow hunter, I was a bow hunter, and we started hunting, started going out west, started meeting people, and it's snowballed from there. So it's a good thing.
Which would you say is your favorite state to hunt?
Oh my! Right now, Oklahoma. Yeah. Ohio is right there. I love Ohio. It depends. Hunting is not just going to kill. It's
About spending
it's
time.
who you're with.
Yeah.
So like I said, I hunt with Scott in Oklahoma. I hunt with a bunch of buddies down there. It's great. I hunt with another buddy of mine out in Ohio, church friend. So they're my favorite. But then again, I like to go to Maryland sometimes and just be by myself.
Yeah.
So that's just,
Definitely like the Orange Army down there.
It is.
In
Yes.
Maryland.
Yeah.
All started down at Pretty Boy all them years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Funny story. We started this down there on the Blue Mountain. That's why it's called Blue Mountain Minerals. And that area right there, when we started first, well, I hunted it for 30 years. But if you had a little basket 8-point down there on that mountain, if you seen one, you better take it, because there was people, you know. Well, then for years and years, there was hardly any people there, and we started putting mineral out. And we went from 95-inch deer to 140s. We had some 140s down there, and believe me, everybody seen them.
Oh, yeah.
And it was,
Got surrounded.
we got surrounded. There was tree stands in places that weren't even places before.
guys hunting out of a tree stand before the season.
Yeah,
killing
they were
deer
coming
before.
in, sneaking into our stands before the season and shooting deer. So that's how. And then we got to the point down there now that it's you can't control everything.
You can't pick a spot.
You can't.
control it.
I have 8 acres, and everything around me now is there's tree stands everywhere. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but we grew some deer that went from average 100-inch, mountain bucks, and we were growing 140s. We had some really, really dandy deer down there for 2 or 3 years, and then everybody found out about it.
Yeah.
And it was game over.
Yeah, people driving by slow with their cars. I mean, it's talking of town. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yep. How about yourself?
Oh, my dad took me out, started hunting me when I was 8. I was the dog.
Yeah.
Running the rabbits out and all other stuff. And well, I'll be 58, so it'll be 50 years that I've been hunting.
That's how I started. I was the dog.
Oh yeah.
I can
He
tell we
he still is a dog.
But yeah, I've been doing that. I've hunted Pennsylvania, Maryland, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma. I think the most enjoyable time I'm having right now is, like you said, out in Oklahoma, because we can do our own thing now. You go out with a guide, there's your spot, sit there and be a good boy, and I'll come pick you up at dark. I hunted up in the Duck Mountains up in Manitoba. Not allowed to leave. If you get one, go put an orange hat out there, then go back to your stand. We'll come get you. That's the way it was. But at least this way out there, I got the freedom to go do what I want, just like hunting back home here.
Yeah. Feels like at home.
Yep. I can go do what I want. I can do my thing and not have to worry about
We can
nobody.
walk. I can go down and walk for hours and hours and hours and never cross a footprint. It's square miles. We have square miles.
We got lucky with this one. It's 11,000 continuous acres out there. It's
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah.
That's a wide range right
Yeah.
there.
It's beautiful.
That's nice. I mean, you could take your minerals. I mean, there's more mineral sites than what you're seeing, but you can't have a camera everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Everything. So
And we supplied for the whole ranch.
I haven't won the Powerball yet to pay for all them plants. So.
I couldn't tell you how many mineral sites we have out there on that property. We supply the mineral for the whole, and people that they have their area that they're hunting, they'll take it and put their stuff out.
And most time we don't see pictures a lot of times after the season.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
just the
how
way
it
it
works.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to put them on the site and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
and I get it.
That's funny. That's one of the problems, big problems we have. Guys will say, "Man, they're coming in. They're coming in. Send me a picture." Crickets, because they don't want anybody to know that the deer are there. So then after the season, they'll start sending.
Yeah.
This was here. This was it. Now if they kill one, they'll usually send us a pic. But
Yeah. That's cool though.
it's frustrating when they say stuff like that.
Yeah, and then, well, it keeps you because you're waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're waiting. Honestly, Yeah.
So most of the pictures we get that are on our website are the pictures we have.
We got
that we get. So the guy in Tennessee, maybe once or twice a year, he'll send me some pictures. Or this guy, he gets some people from PA, and well, PA is different. It's a different state with the minerals.
Yeah.
You got to follow your game laws. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's just the way it is. But and then you have the freedom in some states like Maryland, where you can just go down and throw it out and throw a food, corn or whatever you're using there, and no one bothers you.
Yeah, you dump a whole truck bed of corn, right?
You can.
What you talking about?
Squirrels got to eat too, ain't?
No, they like to pick on me. But we do a lot of corn down in Maryland. A lot of corn's probably an understatement.
Yeah.
We like to feed the dog too.
Yeah.
I'm lucky down there because I have probably 400 acres of apple trees. Where my property ends, the orchards start right there, and it comes down off the mountain. So in the morning, they're coming out of the orchards, going by me. Now they don't stay on the property that I have in Maryland. They just pass through. But then in the afternoon, they're coming down and they're going down again. So
Use it as a corridor.
yeah, it's a corridor. They're going by in the morning and going by in the afternoon, and between 9 o'clock in the morning and an hour and a half before dark, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's but that's where it was. That's where we started, and it's working for us.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be working. I mean, honestly, it works for me. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we got to try it. I didn't know you could purchase it out here until you said something. What? The other day, I asked you the other day.
yeah, you did because you're like, where do you get it at? I was like, well, I only said it about 6 times in the group chat. I get it at Dave's at Marcia's.
No, I forgot how to pick some up. My buddy and I are experimenting with mineral plots for like the first time. We don't really do minerals. It's always been like we talk about it and then we never do it.
Yeah,
We talk about it a lot. We do a lot of conversating about, it would be really good at this stand and that stand and this stand, and then we just never go through with it. But this is the first time we the other day he calls me and goes, hey, let's put out minerals. I said, well, it's a little late, but okay, let's go. I guess whatever. Screw it. We'll have fun with it. They're still in Belgium. It's not like they're not growing at this point. They're
We've
still
been
growing.
asked a lot, when are we going to start making blocks? And I think it kind of defeats the purpose by making a block, because how much can a deer lick off of a block? They'll come in and lick it. They are not getting a substantial amount of
nutrients,
the
or
goodies
what
that they need. With this, you put it on the ground, and they come up and they'll actually eat it, and they eat the dirt, and then you got to recharge it like any other thing, but that goes with the amount of deer that you have. Some people have 3 deer, and some people have 30 deer come in. So it just depends on how many deer you have. And
Another thing we do with it is, where your feeder is, you get everything that spills out on the ground. We always sprinkle it right around in there. So they're going to get one way or another, because they're going to try to eat that corn or whatever that's falling out, whatever you got in there.
Yeah.
They're going to get it anyways.
Yeah.
Whether they want to or
And then
not at
they'll-
that point.
And then they'll get
it's going to get on their
taste
tongue.
of it,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, hey, later in the season, I taste it over here. I'm going to go over here and get that.
Yeah, our mineral start, I guess, what we technically started with our mineral wasn't even really started with minerals. We would just buy our bags of corn and buy cattle salt.
yeah,
Mix cattle salt in, and that's how we started with ours. And then here we are now, actually putting mineral plots out, which is fun, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's different. And no, the way it sounds, I guess I probably should hook up my cousin who's up in New York with all of his acreage, and maybe some of the guys that I know out in Ohio and northern PA.
It works good out there.
Now, would you recommend the apple out in Ohio, you think? Or
He's the guy in Ohio.
there's Parkersburg, West Virginia, and Ohio is right there, with the Ohio River. And it's really mountainous in Parkersburg. The 24/7 works a little bit better there because there's no orchards around there or anything. Now, Ohio is all farm fields and things, and it doesn't matter with the apple or the 24/7. They've used the apple, they've used the 24/7. I get good reviews for both of it. Some of the guys will just say, hey, I want apple, or some guys will say, hey, I want 24/7.
You can always mountain mix it.
Yeah.
that's what I was getting ready to say. What I do is I mix it 50-50 in a bucket and shake it up, and that's why I hit my sites.
Cool.
And that seems to work very well. But
Right.
so, Jason, got any other questions?
I mean, so I guess all right, so we obviously have people that don't. You have people that are obviously interested in hunting. We have novice. We have people that are really good at hunting. We have all sorts of people that watch our podcast and all that type of stuff. Just give like a basic. I guess you have directions on the back of your bag. You digging holes. You raking ground. Like am I dropping it? When's
the best time to start?
All that type of stuff.
Now's the best time to start. I mean, if you don't have anything out, now's a good time. I know you can't do it here in Pennsylvania, but if you're hunting other places, put it out because the attractant's in there. Doe will find it, and bucks will find him. He's like setting up a new bar. Everybody knows where the new bar is in town. Mm-hmm. So if you get it out, you spread it out. You don't want to just dump it out. I've gone, when I first started doing it, I used to just dump it on leaves. I didn't rake no spot or nothing like that. And I would just dump it. They would eat everything. They'd eat it all, paw it all up. But if you want to, you take a rake out like you done and just clear you out a spot, 3x3, what have you, and just sprinkle it on there.
Charge it with like a 20-pound bag the first time.
Yeah. And
then you can go from there. Like I said, it depends if there's 3 deer coming in or there's 30 deer coming in. You need to see and adjust, how much you're...
Yeah, once you get a read on what your deer are doing and how much do I need to put out.
Yeah. So say if you got a herd of like 10 deer, they're hitting pretty heavy, say twice a day. 3 times a day. You probably like once a week you want to replenish.
You'll know.
Yeah.
Let's put it to you.
Well, you'll see it.
You'll have to work it yourself. I mean, we've hunted once. We got it all figured out and put it out there. We're going once a month, dump 20 pounds. Okay, and all of a sudden it starts getting a whole bunch of rain or something like that. Well, maybe I'll go every 3 weeks. Don't like that. Well, I will tell you. After the rain, it seems like we get a lot more visitations from the deer. Not that it really mattered much, but it seems like after it rains, they always do it. And I put mine out once a month, and if I know it's going to rain, I'll wait a day or so before the rain comes, and I'll go out and put it. That's just me. That's just me.
Let the water soak in the ground more, and you can get
soaks it in the
ground.
ground.
See, all our sites are established.
Yeah.
So, again, they got them all stomped in. You've seen what it looks like, and just that little bit there. Once that rain gets there, it'll puddle up and everything. And
yeah.
Well, okay.
Give them something good to lick on, eat up. That's why my deer are always so dirty in the face.
It's good. Get it out in the spring is the main. Is the main deal.
I got off track.
When they start, when the bucks start pushing, you want it on the ground from the time they start pushing till the time they harden up, and once they harden up, they'll get into that October time frame where the food they'll cut the, you won't see them as much on the barrel. They'll cut down on their visits, and then during the rut, that's all bets are off for everything for that. You never know where they're gonna be. They could be running through the Walmart parking lot. It doesn't really but then, like I said, after the rut, things settle down. They will come. They're
looking for it again.
They're looking for it again to build their body back. It keeps them healthy. It keeps their immune system up too. Minerals and keeps their immune system up. Keeps them healthy. And the does. Your doe herd, it's got all your calcium and things in it that the does need to feed their babies. And you'll see they'll come back, boom, boom, 2-3 times a day. You'll see them coming through. So
I noticed like some of the fawns on my one farm, they seem to be intrigued with it too.
Mm-hmm. Doing what Mama does.
Yep. Yeah. I got one that's got 2 fawns, and she'll come up to it, and you can see them in the back of the camera. They're playing, jumping around. And then the next picture, they're like all 3 of them got their heads in there.
And they'll teach their fawns they'll teach their fawns and so on, and it spreads. And next thing you got 30 deer in there all the time. And
yeah, we found out that it's usually like a 3-year. It's a 3-year thing with this. You started out, and the 3rd year is like magical at all the places we've been. That just seems like that's when you think about it, a fawn goes in there, and 3 years later, they know where it's at. They're on it. They know where it's at. The third and 4th year, then you start seeing the results.
Good, real good,
real good results.
And that's like with the bucks, you know.
Yeah,
Three and a half years old, 4
3
and
and
a
a
half,
half, 4 and a half.
years.
That's when you really start seeing
Yeah.
character and
Yeah.
what they're going to be.
That's what a lot of people sometimes don't understand with minerals. It's like it's a timely process. It's not like, oh, I'm going to put minerals out and
You're going all of a sudden,
No.
Yeah,
it's
it's not a sunflower plant. You know?
No,
It takes
no.
years to grow.
Yeah. It's not.
They're going to shoot straight up out of their head.
No. It takes a while.
Yeah, what I mean, like Jason said, a lot of people they just think you put minerals down and boom, you got Boone and Crockett and
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah, no.
Well, we're at it takes time, and
It's-
these guys put time into just making this. So it's going to take time for.
Genetics and age
Yeah,
are also. I mean, you're not going to get a 180-inch buck if you're in Pennsylvania. Some areas because people they don't get that old. They don't get it old enough, and they're not. And it doesn't matter what their
Diet is.
It's just
you ain't gonna be 6'8" if it ain't your genetics.
Yeah,
Right,
so-
exactly.
You ain't got it,
No,
you
you're
ain't got it.
correct.
Yeah, so it's but it helps out. It
Yeah.
helps. It really
Help you
does.
get the most that you can get.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
full potential.
Yeah.
Gets them to their full potential. So
Well, I think that's probably going to do it. We're going to wrap up this episode.
so
So,
one more time, guys. Like where can you purchase this stuff?
You can get it here at Marcio Sport Hut here in Hanover. Call us if you're. Our numbers are on Facebook and on the site. If you're from Mississippi, anybody from down there is listening, you can get it from the Rack and Clark County Co-op. Other than that, fire somebody a call.
it's Blue Mountain Mineralz, and it's minerals with a Z.
yeah, minerals with a Z.
Yes.
So don't mess it up. Because I did when I looked it up the first time. I'm like, it's not nothing coming up.
Oh, that takes your mental place, but not us.
Yeah, not that one. But we appreciate you guys for spending the evening with us.
Yep, thanks for having
That
us.
was, yeah.
No.
Thank you very much.
So hopefully this scout gets out to some people, and I know I like using your stuff. Jason's gonna start, and yeah,
Send us pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Send us pictures. We'll put them
yeah.
on.
I ain't scared. I'll send you pictures. I'll send,
Yeah.
I'll send pictures.
Yeah.
No secrets.
yeah.
Yep.
I ain't got no secrets. I'll send you whatever I
I'm
got.
not going to get onto my property anyway.
All I can say is try it, and most people like it, and you'll see the benefits. So
Right. Well, this is Brandon McMillian, Hooked on Hunting, Keystone Hunters. We have Jason over there.
Scott.
and Mike.
Peace.